wave, top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
And CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Murray going to fire this out to Harrison. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To throw, it's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Young to throw it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Young to throw it. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Ligon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. First carry for James Conner. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Murray a give. This is Conner. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Young. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Looking to throw, Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range.
Now Young. This one swung out here to Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Panthers at 8-6 now on the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Got a man. That's Liggett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been
6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Come on. Set. 18, rattling, go.
To throw, Young.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
60 Bobcat. Set go.
Here is Young.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Powerful running. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Following the interception, Young.
That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
It's Young off play action. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Hubbard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Buzz.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Young will set to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Young now from the 50. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man here is Benson. He's up to the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Murray now. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Set. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On play action, Young. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Carolina! And Xavier Legette, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground with Benson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Murray. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Murray. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70, go.
Right back to Hubbard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Go! Ready?
Throwing, Young. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Let's go now! Shot alert! Shot alert!
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 3 from the 9. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Ace, Ace. Deuce. Whoa.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 92 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run of first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Young here to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. B.J. Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
19 tight.
Now here's Young. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run over center with Benson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Panthers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My thing Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up and up. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mount, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brand. How you want deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The event, so I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend want me alone. I my just be at home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Get Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Up and up. To win, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we run it up at night. You know I gotta get one
text went through. J. Cole said his memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down.